Can say Ibrahim no former President Rawlings. Na me fa the currency ye adwuma no. Na Alhaji Hudu Yaya.
Yes.
Was going to contest. He was a general secretary going for re-election. Last minute. And a Rawlings friend said, stepping down. For the respect he had for the former president. Look at the resources and the money he has spent all over. He respected Rawlings and let go. Ebiom, also Hudu Yaya no contesting former chairman here, if saying, Potofi. Obo mama ding say mama friend. Say the last minute. Say mama say catch Hudu Yaya say mom contesting Potofi at the national chairman. Or can the Akosi Assembly say because of the respect they have for the former president, you know, Otiye. That then we say didn't get they will cancel the 1% Otiye. In some way you can one thing. Is that the confidential and close communication conversation between elders and leaders of the party. Where the ambassador. We a regional minister. Where the high commissioner. You don't make such remarks. To him is or sure won't country. I'm sure you tell
he's not your moon sign country.
It's not on only one network. He's ranting.
I heard him very loud.
If then not just a mosquito on the ground, so a solid.
It is not from
the campaign.
Yes, so yes, it's rubber.
You understand? And the air cosono, omunya butre, because we need them in opposition. So criticize you know, they are making us to sit up and look at all our faults. It's good. But the it's not healthy.
Okay, it's not healthy.
IGP, any army commander,
oh, please.
Then make sure
that for the same across for
one last question. If John Mahama comes out to deny something, first you don't get your baby. You are trying to bring the former president into something that in the eyes of the too much. Seriously. For campaign, why issue statement? Yes, long ago. John issued a campaign. No, long ago.
Before your month.
And also more be family din your campaign be then.
And your month, ye mo dia wade kakra mo me nkoso na Ghana for sika kam. Ama sesia ti use ani abre. Nti mo me money 2 in 1. Debt exchange. Finance minister say enu ne beboa ye me kan ade ne brofo bi odi aja me say papa we pa obedin krofo kru. Ano pe ni madu asemo ka say ya de o chiribi. Me na na anim ne me no but me so pese be ka bi chire papa kakra. I will say the government debt exchange program will help tidy up the bonds market and develop it into a world-class status. The Minister of Finance Ken Oforiatta has said Krofo dwetire awu de gura topro de krofo moje di aguro se musika aseye no usaka world class status. Okay, we say be world class be my bonds market no a world class status na over ya TUC 4 days say omumpe the world class status no enti me mo from zanka TUC pension ejuma for pension ne die they can do study on what exempted treasuries any individuals every month more expect you say or more exempted pensions and so every month na TUC there no o mama 1 week ultimatum Fatimia meet Dr. Yauba o ka say aban ko IMF no kra wan kan kire o mo and o koye nti asset TUC form na se pose mo ko hye dem a na macheshe na mo de ba be hye ye kon nti afidie ye nya ne se afra aseche ne se ye makwa ye mefa mo amujejereje dia mo be ye bia e be ye amamo mo nya ye pension funds ne die mamo nko ho ya wo mamo mu na wotwe sa na wotwe interestingly 19th e be see a binded line for this debt exchange thing it will say ye be can Oforiatta seminity use for ultimatum on say.
And sister, first of all, let me acknowledge say NPP is not a bad party. take it or leave it, we have 2 political parties now, NPP and DC. But I want to say, akoko ukuna ne brebo no. Ade green na bonyuma no.
Bonyuma.
E na se eboguma. Na asai enam ne nyina. Right.
Okay. Ntini e kan se bonyuma batamrebo. Ni twa yitwa na.
Sir.
Ana ebo sika batabo, but e ka se brebo so bata bonyuma batamrebo.
Yes.
Nti utie o se o ye careful.
Exactly the case. And the NPP not being a bad party, which everyone can acknowledge that. Okay. And we all under ye nyina ye gitum say omampan kufo. Of course, nipa baby wa me nyina would a good legacy. And even in opposition for 8 years of the NPP, no, it was more attractive compared to Ene. And also be a bit me ajatum sa.
Okay.
Now me can say I quite to say bonyuma young krofo kakra bi. And our best say party no legacy, no image, everything. To the point that the way the country have seen, say, the party and the governance system is being run by family and friends, no. Ama affecting certain people, if not certain people, but the entire achim. But any achim for you na anka ombe di omenso a ombe yesu suban omoye ombedanedi. Nti meno when can Euphoria test issue comes to fall for discussion? First of all, no, he being the finance minister still, no, number 1. For him to still be in the seat and dictate the pace, as if to say, said he has the right to be the finance minister, come what may. He has the right to lead this, economic whatever that we are in, and no. In the first place, I'll be biased. But in this biasness, no, it is the truth we are saying. First of all, the issue of even individuals will not be affected, no, is a non-starter. Because I know I discussed that. Mami bu baby has say, "Kwa ye ujina chira e bomba ako." Na so could do my dream sibre. Yeah, na yeti here individuals. And you see a person a toy bond through a friend say best point. And you after UTV so. And UTV akoto. Into UTV pen and faso, yes, you pen faso. We are individuals. We are not part of UTV. And this all because the individuals will not be affected. I don't know the definition of individuals. And even the individuals, no, as stated in the dailies, no. Or more bond, how much does it make up to? About 8.something billion. And I'm a boy. Into where lies in say individuals will not be affected until only institutions or Mabeto. Now, TUC asking for exemption of a friends or more argument for. First of all, one more share. And how do you rope them into something that you I to say would is sincere or more come by force? So Kaya, and I think that policy is even still ongoing. We have one side no. You can say new breed of cuckoo aba into a muncha of cuckoo ningu.
Okay.
Na omundia new ones na abano.
Oh, I see.
Bebre etwaguye. And they never got what had been promised them. Say so mo sendria bim. Just say so mo call back eko use old cocoa e stand more at again. Oh yeah. Your nkrofo mo twa mo cocoa gu your mo anya ceilings andria. Wo de bisa. Right? And na the omode ba ye no so kropa ye dua ye fee say no na ye papa no say ya. Wo de compare the old type of cocoa and the yeti sesi no wo be hu say one yensa ase no essay cocoa no so a entumi enso te said the old ones no na eso no na quality wise so in this bond a year we see you are bringing 4 new bonds in exchange for the one that has already been purchased no. I said one what to 2 animal and I would be chere say no what be say a dear man would be best say you come by force. In the first place, no, the people who bought or who have purchased bonds are not responsible for the mess that has been created. The mess was created by you, Ken Oforiatta, and the governor of Bank of Ghana. Addison. Omugusu creating more.
Mess ben.
Say almost one Ghana coin. Minim say obi aye a counterfeit of the 1 Ghana coin. Sikaria. Nobody. It's part of the corruption system.
And so what kind of corruption ya na ye katasesha na unya ka wia ne dia ase obi a fa me a chi
adie bia wo benya ho mfaso a sa mfaso no eye mfaso bia enya dwuma waye ne yedi tu aka no ni nyina ka krono is the same as corruption. Oh so that ya
until the katasesha what
okay katasesha
and
yedi afene ko we nti
me dance
move 200 Ghana cedis mobile na eni ho mo betwa mo twa 100 Ghana cedis 50 Ghana cedis no mo system 20 Ghana cedis mo system 10 Ghana cedis mo system 5 Ghana cedis crop mo ko twa short one bi be kan 2 Ghana cedis na nkroma nko ati da so mo be ye free ho 1 Ghana cedi mo say mo be ye no e friend say coin no say de bende
coin that note ho na
coin wo ho afa di mo sam maintain coin bi na nka say bi anka 1 Ghana cedi note nkropo na bi a ombe twafo
e bi coin e bi ni ho
say ya bi wo ho
okay
omo say afede kwa wiye ena sisi a period na akafo
adafene kwa wiye ade na esi
I no sisi o afene kwa wiye no sisi in economics any banking sector no especially the powers that be no sisi pa but the yen na obetumi abetra bonten aka into what I'm saying is say this mess has been created by this group of people
why in the cancer na ona woka
asa okro wonim
me pacho debi
where
say global crisis,
you see the
external forces,
you see
and the diaba
if
who they are okay for
external forces ebema woman shocker they said Dr. Baumia by how did a global pandemic jump from Cote d'Ivoire and jumped Togo and came to Ghana in the same way we believe that yes external forces can give us shocks but when they give you shocks and you don't have any other alternative then you have a problem. Okay. But you started creating the one kasa wo shase say wo say economy na stand a problem no eba. In the first place 2017 had been projected said we will see growth meboa per the economic buffers ne pillars and na wo. Okay. Nti minya bia anka kra no betumi aka say we had our heritage fund, we had our sinking fund, we had the Ghana infrastructure investment fund, we had the ESLA energy sector recovery whatever. We had 2 oil wells. Ebeka first one new ones ebeka money 3. We had this Ameri badge etc. Apart from that we had the banking sector. Sa economic buffer pillars when you came create them in the form of using them as collateral nti de na ewo no wodi ni nyina na wode kosi awowa nti akwai to say wo certain networks na wagilo na from ho na mra so say obetua eskabi abebeto na ate no free ho no wo be clear banking sector wa na so ho wo send clear all the savings and loans na omobua ekushi economy no and as we speak the banks are in crisis again. I don't have confidence in his assertion of a dear word crop no use a world class. And interestingly, no, on the 19th, I'll say more bond whatever no. He has also given specific time 4 p.m. for voluntary submission. We say so detected time one far ma. If I were those bondholders, we just sit back because one now this a problem about. And interestingly and unfortunately, the budget he came to read, no, Nina essence saying IMF loan come. They said IMF decided say no my who mo economy no bibi mu amochire nti yen to me mama skano say ya no. It means that the government because 24th February and the Ukraine war started here. A shas na ye kan kire mo say yes shas ye kuya kakra mo mura ye ade a ye krafi Ukraine ye betumi ye bi wo ha no ma bebre a ye krabanti ye ma ye ho kire ye betumi ye bi wo ha but ankosiaga and in the papers he has stated said this has been done before and doing it before no ye bi say on say a world class economy ana nti why should I believe you say this very one there betumi a world class economy. Just words now throw into the air. But I blame the minority also, who helped in vetting him back into office when we were protesting. And His Excellency the President, I think it is high time. Say ubeyi o fasio say o kazno say nana no ubeyi nadi because Ghana for you see em pay Yam peno, into say a bass and be croppers here can be my young come out because Papa Yam peno. He has performed woefully compared to all the friends saying finance ministers of Maba. Or no of course, no on your finance person. A banker. And what be good and must you go abandon and must say, or goose who and must dictatorial tendencies. A baby and who our military crank out between me to the way can for his uncle or more treating Ghana. And it is high time. And once somebody 80 billion so I could share a budget move for cathedral. The cathedral, we don't want it. The cathedral should not.
How many you know?
That's why I don't come. Cathedral, the
of our class, yeah, you me. Me teacher, me na mbusa question. Yeah, class, yeah, students mbusa.
But you open cathedral.
And me mbusa will say, you say we don't want him. See who are the we?
Nipa dome wo Ghana. Mo chere say cathedral no. And yes, anka ye kiki against it. It was your problem between you and your God. Cause see your baby. In fact, anka what they call another side of the country, looking at how huge it is, because I think it's a few, one story or more taller than the Job 600.
Okay.
Nti anka mko see your baby na honso bia anka ne papa mu a. One okay say, won yusu abansika taxpayer sika fancy. Enso ene ye hu say sika mo de kwhye contingency vote mo no. Mo pese mo we free ho de kwhye cathedral. But I pity asofofo a omudi anima omoye saade no. They should be very careful. I'm sure God is not happy. Inti yen timamifo no. You say the cathedral, we don't want it. And the president should listen to us. Honorable,
debt exchange best for Ghana. Ebe ma bonds market no a world class status. TUC say move from world class status, don't touch our pension funds. Yes, Honorable.
Besa me catch me ya say. Obi sika. Nobody has stolen anybody's money. And this language, you know. And you can say that. No, yaw. I feel no economy ye. And you can say no, and we are no wash. Until you are proving so be you have the grounds to accuse anybody.
And there's what you are seeing to your son and a catastrophe.
No, tropa, Mr. Yao. Now, debt exchange, you know. And you see, the most important thing is engagement because last week, last 2 weeks, in a bar, we Kaiser, not easy for no. Ebudu is a banium in share because apart from Securities and Exchange Commission, National Pensions Laboratory Commission, Association of Insurance Companies, fund managers, not the idea no. Now labor say yen share. My interculture says some engagement is ongoing. Na ya to me, ACC said the person the idea econo. The idea eco for the benina and they say Ghana a car ye walk a day nimu. Busia boy Yakobo not from the time of Adodankwe Kufa-Daban, but from previous regimes Kaya Bonyinano. A miracle doer servicing of these debts is becoming a challenge. Paying of these debts, the principals and their interest and all that is becoming a problem.
Mami Musa wasemo. Busia ya bonada na ya mudi free abanda da echi kosa tra papa kofokra enti bira ye ko hipeke no de omode cheye na ye de hia
hipeke bi cheye eni yesen TTB emfa ni nyanya
enti after papa kofo 10 no still na ono ne dia o mebo ye na chini e obi wa eye dada
ka wo no was 9 billion cedis
Ghana Kenya
was 9 billion
so majority of them
Mills Mahama increased it to 123 billion cedis. When you look at the percentage terms from 9 billion to 123, no, amount about 1,367.6%. At the time the dollar was about 4 cedis. We are a conversion now, it gives about 30.2 or 30.1 billion dollars. And then now we have Bank of Ghana monetary policy a report nearby recently no I increased from 123 no to 464.23 billion cedis. And then we the Finnish CD equivalent now, not dollar equivalent now, is about 29 billion or 32 billion dollars, which is equivalent to about 387%. And the Bush and the Uboa, I was in the input to Juma. Now, yen to me, Kasa, the Jawa, me and Canadian, or so, and the Mikachi, I am unchurchable, Unia. Yes, the Jawa, it is so. And do you because a car now over 2 years? Mature date Edua was a Utiakado, which includes some of these bonds. Near the Adeniano, Unkase Utiaka. So you look at your space. 70% of domestic revenue that are generated are used in servicing our debts. 70%. And there's a 70% and you'll be answering opposite to all. And Nuna Yedikotia Yeka any Nsimunwa any Asabkasiapa. Yeka Wessoa, a bang edumaya Busungua, and we see a 20 on Casso. Sad domestic revenue is in AB and Yetiawaka. So compensation of good public sector employment can take about 10 to 12, 15%. Would you cost 70% more, amount 85%. So in the 50% now can goods and services, any capital expenditure, Nina Eshemubi. So how do you run the economy in such a way? So you need a space, and because of when we and international rating agencies every time said Debbie, ratings link says I wouldn't win chat. A car would did not the idea. And the no energy ratings in Abaswa, and a for me. So what do we do so we'll be able to meet these our debts? And the Isheben edit to Aquemo. And you know say voluntarily no, will be our work. Only buying a war, share a bonds in the day, you know, or person will transit. And yen share is a voluntary arrangement of person Ubiako. But be a war treasure bills, Biano, Unkamu, what kind of story now? A daily graphic, a capture one or Zonoi. Or say, currently, no, there are over 60 different types of bonds and treasury notes. With coupons, they are more to various levels of maturity. Between 2 years up to 15 years. Now bond 3 year Baku 12 years. Baku 15 years. Baku 20 years. Now out of the total of 137 billion citizens, individuals is 8 billion, represent about 5.8%. A woman. Now upper space where open America cra said the obetum abobos can or spreading payments no said the obetum anyaska because anyanesa a menu could do on yiska every diaka. He doesn't want that situation to arise. And because of that arrangement, me spreading no said the obetum anya space midi be a try a hookano. Now once you didn't mature na ma defeno na me do abuanoa na me be amount. In 2023, because of the situation happening there, unya interest. By 2024, we have 5%. 2025, we have 10%. And he said the best all in a way to gather a lot of this money. Ama eduswa na wutu etia na edi amount. Edu baby na ebi mukase na no me baha me kaye. Se ncheche bono di maye no banking sector no emu nyanti ase ye papa. Because my own spouse ekobangi yidisi wakoye bi na nisika no eswati munyankofo mo so mo frɛ me a mo sika no eso atie. But I know say finance ministry share bankers no ene mo transit. So we need some clarification yen cheche nyama si ye papa and famaye. Because individual we have walked into the bank
Friday one shempuni
me patcho there be
financial analyst no buy your friend is said to for which mercy or chire ya de or say wo bond market no ye wo niama mienu ye wo primary investors and a secondary enti se wa wo koto ya e wo di mu ahwecho se mo to sa no omo no so eno sikafo akese na eto o certificate no o din ne wo so let's say o senior doctor next to for upon akoto until for upon dinner was. Now secondary one no wow better through an investment portfolio and through a company like also the
EDC
like EDC until you bought it through the bank. EDC at the akoto bond until ono ye need daily ne ho aka institutions are affected but what any on kwane de o de me we
the individuals then cluster
then the bottom line is individuals will indirectly be affected. These were his words. Indirectly nti ebe catch say you are not affected but depending to super show certificate I demand no DAD na also if it is your name then you are not affected if it is the company the bank the financial institution you are indirectly affected. It's that
and into individual you know eco bank there no because they bought it through EDC you know affecting and they affecting
individuals. It's your call data bank or M fund you know they are dealing with data bank but the kind of data bank so JJ enti mo ayemu dia na egu kente ba kom no
and the individual na ye kente ba
yes
it is the individuals are na ye kente ba kom and so ba na wo ka change individuals are not
affected
it's not clear enough
and yes the bank no nko ate ne ba bi and why na adwo so oko invest and our time on one kasa ne sika the bank to individuals money so why would you tell me the individuals will not be affected
and they know
and
he knows
and this is
that bank no individual
they have you understand
time no data bank as a shareholder no so mo briefing no mo kire no and they know that product how it is.
It is for this reason Attorney General I can't just say no money be but what to me look people they are creating fear. They are creating fear in people going to put their money in the banks. That is what is happening.
Are you?
And the understanding of debt exchange program here or the bay, first of all, is to have a space.
Okay.
Said ya ka yedidi domestically, any externally no. Obetuma agada enough ska no dia kotu to ska no. Where we can have some little money to develop mama ye wa ndi ade na ko ye dicey bebre but then na me hwe news and I'm a lecturer and secretary general using Anthony Ma ka say omo pese abandi ni sabeka omo pension fund including senate sikane nyina ona me hu say enibiraba ena me hu say o kan ya ka say when I twere krata e dia come finance minister catch and say your money 1 week na omusika ni dia momfa ne nsa enka na said the idea nisi aircon no jinsam papa because work is sick and dia enu the draws pa the first person to send that signal was Bampo Ado the general secretary for civil and local
Closac okay
no di kan ma signal no say aban me onya term say ordinance the pension president ma state of the nation on the economy no also can say pension is not going to be affected and I abeboa or say enka no so clearly no
in fact president Ukradia kan there will be no haircut. I repeat
me baho no haircut, no pension fund. Now the president member statement we nature development fee chire banwa. Information be the president. Manu Obama state of the nation address no or the two to him. So let us not try to put the president in a very bad picture. Because he has advisors, economic advisors.
Who is putting
him No, please. Say because obey stage of the nation now. Or meeting advisors. And I'm based advice the man no and no general so and no can say there will no haircut. Pension funds are not going to be affected. Na say chire na say tisu so aba na o ka chire wo say ojafo emfa mo sa enka misika ya
go to am
e idea e be have been bebrebe and for me the American decision say is all about continuing to engage to find out
okay
na yehu baby ade na because within the deep blue sea and the devil where do we find ourselves? The situation we find ourselves now is very dicey, very dire. And jebe in the domestic, yeah, you may hang kakra. Some little of sacrifices, so they'll be able to storm the tide.
What kind of sacrifice na o sheshe?
Sacrifice me sheshe say. Finance minister no in seminar what the church but no easy for ntiase. And into no muka say and fa usika nza embe kan sika no. And in the dialogue the engagement no way no. He should give some promise. Oma wo bibia e be kire say Adam pese me no enya be boni bia.
Oh no, but did you say the TUC don't understand?
That's what I was ask. Are you sure they don't understand?
They understand. Tony Bryan is group, they understand.
Yes.
They understand, but their fear is the fact that ebia omusika ekoka. And the pensioner sika no, nipa no pension. Sika kwa ebia pensioner be sika ko and then the odi very peanuts. And the banners are you the leader of the workers front no. Yeah, obeka say ebia want to make a big farmer. That is the fear they are envisaging. And John said they need to assure them. They need to assure them, say, they are here patching and sanity.
Assurance no more and now consultation because
it is the consultation that will lead to the assurance.
Say, IMF no cry more kono, man can't share omo.
The mechanism, mini hobby. Yes,
I like that.
To be honest
that's
with you,
simple.
Mini hobby. Na omumpinyi phone na wose omusisi nkonya so that they can discuss. Because Labour is an interested party in the governance of this country. You can't take them out. Which I say, you cannot take them out. All we need to do is that look, Labour, this is what we wanted to do, so that will be part of it. But we are free more. These are some of the setbacks. But all the same thing, you know, it is a consultation that will lead to the assurance. Now you can say, ebia musika no ebi nka that kind of thing for me
ebia wonka honorable pensions ne beka o say ebia wonka enti no one short ultimatum well let me read
acrobatic fa bia amanfo ho beka it is entrenched in the IMF conditionalities. That's the only reason why.
In fact, they know the better say IMF no konebe ya na enye.
Yes, in fact,
they need to know that.
Yeah, that is why they are pushing us. They are pushing. IMF is telling them that do this, do this, do that. That's what they are doing. Otherwise, this thing, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Sorry. And Tosumo, Adia, Obi, so retirees, so most of them 60 and above. What they share and how far they told him running woman. We see the whole 2023 when you're here. And don't crowd to me about the they should be careful of what they are doing.
So then, I'm a business. I say, I say, I can't be na buy to me.
They created it. We are saying that let's indigenize homegrown policies.
That is maybe mid-term to long-term, but this in the short term.
This homegrown that you are killing people, it's entrenched somewhere. They are being pushed to do it.
In the short term, CCI, dear near Bayan, Senachi, ye digana near Manko, Kramu, we Manko, ye say,
me say 24th now, 24th February. And now Ukraine war no eshasi. I am saying somebody even after 2 months any eshasi say you dua e more on last scale any ebura and ke twa be say 2 harvest.
And abeme na yanye ye kwaya ni.
Nti yanya wo metwa me kon fa me moja nkoye wo
your na dream was see betimi ayo wo see no nti me se fa wo de ebra.
Enya na dream no de yo we IMF no so onye. Enya na dream
like that. Asemo ma me keka ko for comment kakra na so fufu say Ghana drivers, they are cheating passengers. So Tom GPRT reduced lorry fares. Regards to Dennis Kwakwa. Okay. Comments and Pilates says because of this NDC violence, NPP will break the 80 easily. Regards to the hard-working Vice President of the Republic, Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia. Davis that the Ghanaians should be happy and grateful that we still have someone like Mahama in Ghanaian politics today. He's the most credible person to lead Ghana. The rest are imposters. Long live JDM. Royal Gabi, Fiekuma, Antia, Mache. The NDC is surprised. The CD is gaining its strength. They can go and bend the sea. If you can't interpret economic indicators, don't do hearsay comparison of dollar rates. Now, Guta members will open a Eswate and Chikwajo says with this land guards, and this is never the choice. Somebody is bringing in students and another is ending in land guards and bodyguards. Who will you vote for? Edward Abadale. Yao. Okay. If you support a Sidun Ketia, just say it and stop what you are saying. Okay. Abladefia Kumaguta can't force its members to reduce prices of goods and services as CD stabilizers. Do we call this stabilize? How long does this CD stabilization, how long is it going to last? Okay, is this CD stabilization going to last? I'll tell Guta members that until the exchange rate gets to where it was before, it shouldn't reduce the prices. Kwamina Acidity Hafuatrensia, under the leadership of Samuel Fusuampofo, chairman retained NDC has become most attractive political party in West Africa due to peaceful internal elections that was conducted. Whether they like it or not, he will be maintained as chairman. Okay. Odanka Kweku, good morning, sister. Yeah. Look, if you don't understand governance and economics, then don't speak it, okay? There is no country which does not sell their pensions into bond market for profit, okay? I've been working in Germany for how many? About 30 years, and I understand the use of pension scheme, okay? Okay. Mamuni Pakrudi Memonso. Kwame says, so is the wasting of paying ex gratia to all Article 71 holders also caused by external factors? Stop paying ex gratia to all Article 71 holders to save the economy. Oga really in career, we all know the crisis we are facing in the country today is a global challenge, so Ghanaians should not listen to the NDC's propaganda and the mischief. Things will get better soon. Musa Abatwa, organized labor, has been charitable to this clueless government. Ghana is the only country in the world bread is above minimum wage, and the leadership of labor, which supposedly fight for workers, are quiet. Now they found their voices because JDM had to speak. Okay. Swale, Asian man Kobo. Good morning, Antia. Why is this government introducing policies that conflict their own main strategic economic directions? Are they confused or what? So where are the men with all these resources? Can't they think outside the box? Yao Sebe Amakum Ahimfie, watching live from Gospel Oak Barbershop. Okay, that's what some about. We don't want to hear any good compliment from IMF or Mr. Oforiata. If they think he is good on his job, then they shouldn't come at all. Because if he is doing great job, then what are they going to do? Also, cathedral cannot be a priority if majority of Ghanaians are hungry. Okay. Mabo Modiana, Fela. Okay, fella, who attack you be? Unfortunately, mean to me and kind. Game Boy J says, NPP is so quick to tell us about the 9 billion cities, but refuse to tell us our actual debt before our HIPIC program. Let us be honest. Okay. Making kind my drink no kakra. Until now we'll go for the last batch, which is Attorney General Efutu Sem. Eni ni nsusu ye ya ode atudwai wo se yebekon corruption pa dia enye baakofo enane nana eni abrewa ye nyina yasode nti enwumaku ne ekwekwe ni na asese wo mu kabom na ofaya wakanura asase no Kenya ne ho kakra bi no na chese we are good. Una start the first one nti yes honorable T Global.
Osono.
And assassin also be now.
David Dutema. Now we share the western end of region no Accra no. Weja, Bawe, Coligono, Mamprobi, condition.
Oh, Nantiba. Okay, and
you know. Now we share activities in the past, and I would do former barrier. Would wani chere Weja Central Region I show left her. Sa rock ne wo ni nyina no. Ya mani ni nyina edu baby kra na via for pallons na esi assassin no is threatened. Vian Palons, we share from baby a Palons ni see. Now you share distance near womb up to baby and now ye digi akoduno. The slightest from where be a bit of bukrana, Palon kwate. Human activity is a major cause of some of these things that is happening.
Okay.
Human activity. And the kakra be kan say e was here nya hwe pa.
All right.
Now once a while a geological service no they must give us update. And yes omo boy hu but it's important is that you be kaka ye hu. Ni hu say enema na ekoso no e ade ana e ba ye papa because me hu say na esika e bo twika se no. E ade ana edini. So people going round that ye did say inuma ya emboa say nsem nyina no aso di edai so the responsibility is on the local assemblies. I be check ye hu ni ye make sure say the ekosi e ade a na ebeboa. All we need is education. Not before no e o ma say de so mabo dey do e di a kire ye e ade na ebeboa ye papa. So it's important that number one the will come around and let the people know. Say the jumana ye di no ma ye nya ade a ebeketi problem bebre na e dia mai. Now we can corruption akata hye dwurim any proye no. E ade a edi o man bia nya. Enti ekwan bia wo say e fa so a e beku edetia no. Enyo bakofo adwuma. Also no the fight against Gagalamse, corruption. And you're back for Juma. The media is there, civil society is there, the police are there, everybody, even whistleblowers, are there. I'm say, are there work also? Brianna is actually the vice president. A call auditors for Shimbia and Attorney General ne catch Auditor General say, or you report now. Omo was say yes, charge you omo was your prosecutor omo. For the nimbreno. Said you know because only prosecutorial powers you know to prosecute. Auditor General no.
Oh yeah.
And you yen in yamini nyina we he should furnish the office of the Attorney General these reports. Findings in the indicted biano, then he can stand and prosecute whoever is affected. And the between Ediabwa. Because we share the role of a very saying and Kofua Odinya or Pomona and also I do baby and I blame young politicians. Trust me. Politicians, but there are people in the public service, there are people in these institutions who are doing a lot of dangerous things. And Jimmy Kakra made me call because she war. You want me call you or Ministry of Transport dear. As a deputy minister there, you will not be privy to most of any cases here air consumer there. But I'm always careful. I'm always careful. Bibi beto benim bia make sure I read thoroughly. I'm making sure say the fate bia mentimi bia here befre we cheche mu. If you need a second opinion, you go about it. Now yen to me yen guarding against some of these ills in our society. Because we share Auditor General report. Sika, chese ye pity because of procurement breaches. Sika was a fat baby and was a fat. Now the ring who's summoning your annual is a whole tall list of money. As this can you share here, you bet me the yen yama baby. I'm a faso abaso. Until the call by the Attorney General, no, meaning yarding, say it involves everybody. Say Obia Edin Ubejimbi. But the back one, dom level, a ya meaning and yarding. Report that we you report and you send it to Parliament. Now I started say or pity, no grant interview, no casawana there. It is not healthy. It is not healthy at the time. No, I'm not saying they are cause. So one of the problems now double level and at the time we report
reports and
no, what if the report the first place of call you should go to Parliament. Parliament must acknowledge it. But what if they didn't go to Parliament, not the media and other people have started talking about it? Do you think it's fair? It's the right thing to do.
Thank you.
And the currently and yes under cost. Under the successor here or TRD and yes under cost. But for me, I'm in support with any group, any individual that will fight collectively against corruption.
Thank you. Offer.
Stem that's extra more. And then you no pay and come mo station mo come.
I don't know share.
And only asem no start. Say Bible ne say everybody so before. Now obeba na wo mbo ahwa.
And any answer
but because endura. Sad time no ma
almost state 11 times the am mama.
No, but be said that me koma ye nenam into
11 p.m.
11 a.m.
Hey, I don't know about that outcome. No, me.
Well, the black ho baby, until just and I'm saying Sanka, dear, no, I can just say, yeah, no.
Yeah, wouldn't
I'm better than Earthquake. But I'm confused a little bit. In the write-up, say be a mistake. From the beginning, almost 80 say. In
which I think Daily Graphic.
What
maybe at time because I'm say
conflicting periods of time. Or say is
Daily Graphic.
Page 13, right. Daily Graphic. Or say, I mean, what shots here be do paragraph 2 no. Or say within a space of 5 hours yesterday morning, 3 earth tremors had been recorded. The first at about 6:53 a.m.
Yes, Ebimu said Casa Foresight or no mote first one around 6. And sana 11 hono. First one 11:40 something, and sana 11:50 something. Until before 12 no not 3 ni see. So far times at times it say 3 ni now recording between 10 and 11. But me to a TV station and you remember on also say first one is 6 something. So maybe a geological survey for everything boy.
Wow. Na almost
because me time na me say had the no cra me kai but na mapon a me pack wo other room wo na me say Joyce then na me kwanda mo me say man what's going on na me to aso here there me so when I say Joyce they can't be tired apart because it say now sister there be me say I want to say bibi ajeje dan so say me so meeting it's later me so me nam kwanso na meeting we radio so midday news say hey that's so
and you know pena me friend am say madam sanka say e wo so yanka maye ko bu
would you enjoyment e ko baby awoko no ko
baby also enjoyment stand we be the come me samba just say no. Yes, I think say interesting what the enura crop as say wo so ye no somebody is buying a land at
that same place
idea no ya can one sam nti yesu no sadie we it's not a prophet of doom. I believe say enya ade be happen Ghana be man na so devastating to say the
other osinya me be hu ye mobo kakra
but say ekoba ne sa you ho na be hu nkrofo mo aso ye den because baby aye kan da bia no hwa so na omo ton sase ene omo a omo airton no so no omo di omo atrenhwe nti I see a very disastrous a situation when something of this nature happens. And for not more, you from free crowd because you don't have the capacity. Bibi and who bet me say bibi at Toyon Cham Kesia pa ba. Kitchen crab by you one. I feel a for Kobo, yes, and Sana. And I feel say we should be careful how to plan our environment. And environment also you're planning it. To study me fast you're planning tema ne other areas. You're planning it. Until say bibi say crapo ba disaster grouping grounds ye ne bi nti a very difficult amay and na ye is this seismologist will say who afo no gg who afo no geological survey ye resource wo mo because we shall write up now it's a bit funny ade ni si ansana omo akwa ye analysis who say esi mrese na data not to say I thought say you would have foreseen the thing coming. But you don't, the thing doesn't happen, you don't wait for it to happen. And sana what be my report of when and which time it happened. I think say
and see on bed am I and when and
no machines to detect say eba sit down.
Well, even no one sana a serious
then you do the data analysis. But they didn't know that it was coming.
Oh, okay.
They themselves didn't know.
No, machine one who do use.
Now
weather forecasters, because some to make us in Zubeton.
That is peculiar to Africa and Ghana.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes, over there, when they say that.
I know
that, but over there. Yes, but over there, when they say Hurricane Kurama is coming, it is coming. And they will give you the days.
Come found
finance minister be a fan. I didn't have fun.
Now can Hurricane Kurama na
Hurricane Tano. And can ministry for make sure
so funny.
The Bank of Ghana. And that is it. But yamba corruption is no.
Right.
Yes, collaboration. Ora go for dame ono ya attorney general.
Yes.
Onjina ye because o kan o masema na ye you. Right? O kan okura no a.
O kan hwan mo asema.
This government said the previous attorney general.
But he's part of the government.
That's what I'm saying. The previous
that was the auditor general. O person can do me level.
Debbie.
Which previous attorney general?
Obano. Is it something Akufu? Gloria. Yadi levy buy or can I say yatin and cambium.
Oh no. Or some first term when you move and the second term no near bo papa we desire.
Omodi levy
Anna papa or no Gloria Akufu deputy.
Or no or coca 11 once planning that.
I see.
This is it. Into a rug of Fedam, what kind of chrono? But the collaboration, the art of corruption has been perfected so much, say. In Pennyphone, they call even the tertiary institutions. They could corrupt if you go fast. And let's say a year SRC, presidential a year, and also more election. Who's the campaign for best work go? A corrupt them, a bribe them. Election, the same thing. Heads of institution, they are corrupt to the bone. From the top to down, everybody is corrupt. Into collaboration, how are we going to make it meaningful? We say Nsroma a war court ahoro a far a buying pain for both previous and current. This is what I say. And no, actually, I think this week, me read one of the papers. Obi a kocha say body here. The jail no how many years? Some 6 years or so the bank. And now microphone so mo can say bullion van. And come pick a crowd there I show mo samba or Christmas imo. Cashier na ho mo transport mo say am robbers. Attack wo mo.
Am kocha antron.
Almost 20 years each.
That was last week.
You understand? And to omo kura ye jail omo ko. But I'm not saying that.
Wafa Emrano the offense and penal code no. Watch no ne boneno ne ho asotwe. No, I'm not saying that and say jelly omo. I'm talking about the pace, how fast they've been good. Yeah do yeah jelly. And kasa big case they involve with heavy monies. Aye who attorney general's report mu. Because attorney general. So what can big case? So case is in yepe.
Sister, yeah. Into a patch that said 2008, 2012, 2014, 16. All the attorney general, auditor general reports are back. Emu esike wo mti ntumi ndi asem ni nwe. Yi dockets ahodo eyira. You understand? This one can you try some so na say be no fast track ni say ade ye di na bowa okọ to say a Janet Cotton was say rice assembly no during quality grain rice issue. You understand? We would have expected say there will be some speedy actions regarding corruptions ahoro ekomo ayenim say we di enkrofo ama aban no aboka and as a taxpayer no aboka. But ye hu ni sa as much as I agree with him no say between collaborate we must strengthen the whistleblowers act no na enkrofo active in reporting. So the bay at least yet to me. Because if there will be collaboration, it will come from that side especially. The whistleblowers act. Now so making sure say who say be a bon corruption. I mean if I can be so to me I can be. But baby I would do constitutions now they will make Shraj, Yoko, financial intelligence, we all do kaya.
Thank you. Offer Sanitano Medasi, Honorable Daniel Nikwate Titles Global, former MP Tema East and Opensia Dasepa, Honorable Unyakuma Richard Darko, Office of the First Lady, Oceano Pay or Chiao.
Juma Manager, Office of the First Lady.
Now, Richard Darko, Ninyakuma, Brano.
Oh, yeah, from Office of the First Lady. Madam First Lady.
And I'll catch a Richard, his uncle catch a boss to say, or Mount Abu Titles Global,
that was the incredible Madam
Room to cry.
Ma no de ha adwen
kan ovane
na bo na bu gloga na bo gba na si no ni here marry ofane ya taw no ko ya ora titles wa NPP.
Bye, dear. Thank you. Yes, Monsieur Damasepa, say Nyame adom 2022 Tuesday bia Monsieur Ahomache Bejuma. Muba school. Muba class.
No official papa.
My dear papa. Nti
mental class model.
Onto class model. Oh, wono say your koba na ye speech and prize giving day now. Oh, a best student for punctuality. Oh, ye beje award edi amount.
And the news no mama ye be kan.
Oh, be kind. News to go na episode kind.
Me to host any show. Me
next week Friday ko
Ebe host kama.
Na yenso yesore ahomache aso TV ne say mo ya adwuma okay.
Is it McBrown?
United Showbiz.
I can host it.
You can host it.
I can host it.
Everyone host it. McBrown co break I will be hosting.
Don't fret.
Yeah, that one papa ye mama official pa. O don't for the
Adekye.
2023.
Father
Jehan never na wo. Jehan na wa nsamenya.
Samiyalo. Enti yeda mwase papa. We no our day na wrapping up na no next week dey a band this year mehwese asashu 1 ti mehye bo fanda dey fa 1 dancing shoe 1 sitting shoe enti mitina se kakra no masaka kakra enti wa unim se dey ye no if next week you connect dey yesu kreja ahi me mu ade kra ye beji ani afi na to ani dey ye bedi bronya kakra enti ni ada Tuesday squad na se mystery so Penny Ajimanti Osafo Hene Nana Osai Kofi the third se na ye wa woda enti Oma Wendy any Winifred and a William omoma happy birthday me da Azel folk say ne Azel enyasem ketoa comment ami receive we chi ho jai Dr. Kubu atempacho me da wase among for Azel atade fata me pa and I'm say Azel sa me dibronya me fi ha me call the Lord's Pentecostal e wo kwashiman me call naming ceremony enti me call me beautiful girl be naming ceremony enti Azel aye me white fefe ntu so kwa Azel occasion bia obetumi e dia akọ fefe fra Azel 0244 155-266 Nakai say right after Christmas ye ma training fashion designing and fashion illustration enti eno so ya busa ho asem na suansa no dwuma se utin so na wo body adi bronya se ye braid pa ehome dia se de eno so mo bom abaso na me piesie kwadwa mo atin se ene de etiremu asante hene no wabona me so de me feel eno so ye Tilly GH awo Jowlo East Jowlo friend 0244 808730 me do mo ase papa me da won so ase se de bia o hwe Adekye Nsroma. Now show United Television. It's all about you. Yedase. Me di de yakonama. Yeko de ruba. Na ijumedi akenya.
This na de na me ka. Mo